Tonight we're with Agape Community Center, where we're having fun, we're motivating, inspiring teenagers and young adults to reach their full potential. This is where you want to be. Come to the Agape Community Center and make your dreams become a reality. Peace. Hey! I have a positive attitude. You have a positive attitude. All right. John has a pessimistic attitude. He's in school, but Jerry is in school, he's making all A's. John is making F's. What's the difference?
He's doing the hard work, and he's just saying...
They're both doing the same work.
Yeah.
So why is one excelling over the other individual?
One is working, one is chilling.
One is working and one is not working. He cares about it. He cares about it. Okay, so why do you, all right now, some of you all say, I want to be a computer technician, I want to go to college for XYZ. Why do you want that so bad? Why?
Because you like it.
It's your passion. Now, it's your passion, but why do you have to make that happen? You want me to go back where I went last week? Why? Remember I asked you that question?
Why? So you can provide for others.
Who are the others?
People you care about.
Your family that you make in the future. Or your family that you have now.
Money. Everything goes down to money.
Okay, what about the money? Jessica, talk to me.
That you can provide for your kids, for your family, your mama,
all right, check it out.
But you have to provide for yourself before you think about a family or whatever.
Okay.
You know one thing? The world runs on money.
What does that mean?
Why and how?
Why to the how? Why leads to the how? What does that mean?
Why
leads to the how?
And how you're going to do it.
Say it again?
Why you're going to do it and how you're going to do it.
Okay, no. Good job. Good try. All right, now, everybody repeat after me. The why leads me to my how. My why takes care of my how. Now, what does that mean, Jessica? The why takes care of the how. Esther, you know?
No, because then you say no, good job.
No. Go ahead on Jose.
I know what, because
my
you
why
have to think first what you're going to do, and then you're going to think later on how you're going to do it.
Son, you're getting there, we're there. We're there.
You listen to me.
All right, hang on. So, all right, now listen to what I said. If I know why, the how is going to take care of the why. What does that mean?
And you know how?
You're going to get an idea how you're going to do it why.
I don't know.
No, y'all close.
Wait, what did you say?
If I know why I'm doing a thing, how am I going to do it is going to take care of itself.
If you know that how hard you're working, then you'll know in the long run that you did what you were supposed to do.
All right, we're getting there. Okay, now let's go back to what Esther said. All right, I'm working hard. What do you want to become?
Pediatrician.
A pediatrician. So, why?
Because I like babies.
You love babies. Why do you want to take care of these babies?
Because I don't want them to be sick.
You don't want them to be sick.
Now
listen to it. How why is I want to take care of babies because I want to cure them, right? I don't want them sick. So in other words, there's a nation of babies that are sick, and she say, how why is I want to cure them, right? So how is she going to become a pediatrician?
Going to school.
She going to go to school. So how she's going to get to school is going to be taken care of. You know why? Because her passion that I want to take care of little babies. I don't want them to get sick. I don't want them to die. So you know what? How she going to become is going to take care of herself because she know why she's doing it. Right? So who said I got to be successful because I want to take care of my family. Right? I want to take care of my children one day. I want the better things in life. You can You say that, Esther. So the bottom line is, listen to me. The bottom line is, if you know why you're doing it, how you're going to get there is going to take care of itself. It's going to be easy. Good job. All right. Positive attitude, right? Yeah. So now, when you have a positive attitude, you choose to be happy. In other words, no one or external stimuli can control who I am as a person. So in other words, I don't care how negative an individual is, you don't control my personality. I control that. You cannot make me do something that I don't want to do. Who's in control?
Me.
Somebody say, I'm in control.
I'm in control.
How many of y'all know you're in control?
Me.
So in other words, no one can make you do anything you don't want to do because you're in control. All right, what you want to say, Jose?
What about winning it and where?
The when and where? That's another topic. We'll talk. Because the how took care of the why, so the when and the where don't matter right now.
But It depends also on when and where. Because you
Look
need
at
to know what
Tina's
time
thickest
and
workout.
what place you're gonna do that.
That's very well spoken. Good job, man.
Yeah. So I get high five.
All right, so now,
Just kidding.
positive people, do they give up?
No.
No.
So what do positive people hear when they hear the word no?
They keep trying.
They keep trying, why?
And never give up
Because they don't wanna hear that.
They want
to accomplish your goal.
yeah, that.
Okay, you're running in the race. Why won't you give up?
Because they're too
Because
scared.
you want to
Because you
win.
want to win it.
Why?
Because
Discover.
you
So you
want
gotta have
the
the
gold
money.
medal.
Okay,
That's your passion.
speaking about gold medal, Jessica, in the last Olympics, who won 8
Michael Phelps.
gold medals? Michael Phelps. who came in
How did
second?
you know? Me.
Who came in second?
Jose.
Everything got quiet, huh? Because you don't remember, we don't know. You know why? People don't remember those that come in second. They only
Only the
remember number
important
one.
ones.
Huh?
You only remember them.
You always remember the important ones, those that are number one. Now, this is what I want to talk about. So looking at failure and problems as blessings in disguise. That's how positive people think. So in other words, for every failure that I have in my life, I realize that there's a success that's going to come. So in other words, anything you go through, you're going to come out. Make sense?
Yeah.
Now, believe in yourself and also in your abilities. I'm going to ask everyone, what is the one thing that you do well? What is the one thing you do well that you know that you do well? I didn't say nobody else say you do it well, but you know you do it well. Yes, Shedrick, what is the one thing you do well?
Work a computer.
Work a computer.
You're on Facebook all the time.
All right, what's the one thing you do well?
computer.
Computer too.
You don't have to use that one, you know.
I know I'm good at math.
You're good at math, okay? Jose, what's the one thing you're good at?
I don't know. It's good.
Okay?
You said skipping.
What is the one thing you're good at?
Nerd.
Come on, don't put him down.
I'm not nerd.
He like math.
Okay? Thank you, Jesus. Esther, what is the one thing you're really good at?
Helping others.
Helping others. And you have a passion for that, don't you?
No.
Kind of.
Jose, just because you help
I was kidding.
Just
Brandon, what is the one thing you do well?
Oh, I know one thing I do well. I kid around.
You,
Bring up people's moves somehow. By
Good.
joking.
so we're going to make you a comedian. You're going to make some money.
And
for us.
then annoy them.
Brandon, what's the one thing you do well?
Okay.
Hang on, guys. We can't, remember, we can all sing together, but we can't talk at the same time, right?
So I can bring up people's mood and bring it down.
Good job. And you know you do that. Brandon, what's the one thing you do well?
And well.
And he knows he does it very well. What's the one thing you do well?
So what's your favorite? Playing sports.
Okay, what sport? Any particular?
Soccer. Football.
Okay, soccer and football. And what about you, Carlos?
Math and Facebook. Computer.
Math and Facebook. I'm going to hear a beast at Facebook.
You're not better than me.
Jessica, did you tell me?
No.
What is it? You thought I was going to forget you, huh?
Being myself.
Being yourself. Now, what is it to be Jessica? What is it to be in the life of Jessica?
It's just being me. Not trying to be what I'm not.
Okay.
Like,
What do you feel like makes you unique? What makes you different from everyone else?
that it's just something like I can pop out of a group. Just I don't know how to explain.
I can tell you what I noticed about you in this short time. That you're a people person, and you can communicate with anyone at any given time. Because you did that immediately with me when I was sitting down at the table when I didn't even know you. You were very you have a very nice smile. You light up a room, and you just really warm to be around. You know what that is called? Affinity. We're gonna write that word on the board. Affinity.
Oh, I got it. It's gonna be.
I do too.
Now, are y'all ready for the definition of affinity? Affinity means
forever.
Forever. That's infinity. That's infinity. What do you think affinity means, Esther?
That you fit in.
That you fit in? That's getting very close. I like that. What do you think it means, Jessica?
That I shine. That it shines.
So now, because you shine, how many of y'all feel like y'all shine? All right, you feel it, okay? All right, hello. So now, if you shine, what is it that your light does for other people? What does it do?
It brightens them.
It brightens them up. So what happens as a result of them being brightened up by your shine and your attitude?
They get happy.
They get happy and they begin to what?
Not be
tell you
shy.
everything.
Huh?
Tell you everything.
Tell you everything. So if I'm telling you, have confidence. And if I'm doing that, what does that say about you?
That you a good friend.
You're a good friend, and I like you, right? People buy for one or two reasons. Do y'all know what they are?
Give me some more.
They buy for one or two reasons. They like you, or they like your product. If I like you, I'll buy anything you're selling. But if I don't like you, I'm not buying your product.
That's true.
That makes sense?
Hey,
Right? So now, all right, what you say, Jose?
Just like Justin Bieber.
What about Justin Bieber?
Some people hate him, some people like him.
And then what happens about what happens with Justin Bieber? Because a lot of young ladies and a lot of young men like him.
Well, they buy a bunch of products of him.
They buy
people,
his CDs.
And the people who hate him,
make
they
him
throw eggs at his face and beat him up a little bit.
But that doesn't happen very often, right? Because he's very well liked.
Yeah.
And you know what? He does very well because he has a likable attitude. In other words, affinity is described as the willingness or desire to be in the same space with an individual because they like you. People like to do business with people they like. People like to hang around with people they like, right? So if you like someone, you like being around them. So that's what has a lot to do with a positive attitude. The more my attitude is positive, you know what it does? It draws people in like a magnet. That makes sense? I'm going to give us an exercise in a little bit. Also, positive people look for solutions and not the problems. What does that mean? Positive people look for solutions and they don't worry about the
They help
problems.
others, but they don't bring them into trouble.
They help others, but they don't pull them down, right? What are some other things? You heard what I say? Positive people look for solutions and they don't look at the problem.
Sorry,
If he has a problem, he prefers speaking it out than fist fighting.
Who, me?
Is that
Okay.
what you mean? Like,
Well, you think about it. It's right for you.
what
So
you say?
positive people look for solutions. They don't look at the problem.
at the problem.
Yeah.
Look at the positive, not judging.
Okay? And so if I'm looking at the solution instead of the problem. Now let's imagine this. You're in the car and your car broke down. That's a problem, right? So now what am I looking at?
You're looking at when it start working, not stop.
Good job. All right? Now, good job. This person failed the test. I was speaking in New Orleans one time to a large organization of high school students. And I say that you have to be positive in life. And everything you have to do is be positive in life. So a young man raised his hand and he said, Mr. Reed, I'm very positive. I said, on your class, on your work, you got to be positive that you can do well. You got to be positive that you can pass the test. This young man raised his hand again. He said, Mr. Reed, I want to say something. I want to say something. He said, I'm positive about something. I said, what are you positive about? He said, I'm positive I got an F on that test. And nothing else you can tell me will make me think I'm not. It did not happen. And he said, what do you got to say about that? I said, I positively believe what you said just now. So now, what does it mean to have created or earned a grade on a test, but this grade that you earned on the test, you ever got discouraged?
Yes.
And you felt like, you know, I don't want to take another test again because I'm not going to do well. How did you recover from that to do well the next time?
Fail the class.
No.
Good, feeling
I told you to teach.
Talk to the teacher. So what are some things you can do to recover?
Tutoring.
Study. Tutoring. Now, wait a second. But now, if I ask for tutoring, I'm not going to look like I'm so smart.
Extra.
Yes, you is.
Just study at home. Okay.
So if I'm asking, what if I'm raising my hand and I'm asking all the questions? How does that make me look?
Cedric. Smart. Yes, you are.
Yes, you are
Smart.
smart. So let me ask you all a question. Do you get intimidated to raise your hands in class?
I know.
No.
Okay. Do you get intimidated to get involved?
No.
Why?
Because I don't want people looking like that.
So in other words,
Everything.
so you worried
So
about
you
what
care
people
what
think?
people say about you?
A little bit. Just a little smudge.
Why?
So if I was
Why you got that little smudge on you?
Because I don't want to think I'm less than what my reputation is set to be.
Okay, all right. Positive people also, good job, Sharon, see opportunities. And they don't see doors closed. They see opportunities. What does that mean? They see opportunities.
You never see a downside to the situation, right?
Mm-hmm. Why would you put conduct in there? Why would you say conduct? Why won't you just stick to your guns and what you just say?
What I said would take away the kindness.
Oh, you got a little sister girl in you. Too much. Little attitude come out there.
I told you.
When I say you
See?
little rolling of the head. Who taught you that?
I was
Mr.
right.
Washington taught you that one.
See, I told you. She-Hulk. It's psychic.
You can tell you've been living there for a good while, my girl. All right, so now listen to the story. There was a Roman general that had captured this young man that was from Vietnam across the enemy's line. And when they had captured him, they had kept him overnight. And they told him that tomorrow morning we're going to bring you before the enemy's line. However, we're going to ask you a question to have one last dinner request. So what is it that you will request? He said, I'd like to eat some food, and then after that, I know that I'm going to die. So they fed him some wonderful food, just like what you want to eat. And then the next morning, they woke him up, and they said, now, what we're going to do is we're going to give you a choice. There are 3 doors that are behind you, and there's a firing squad in front of you. Now, what we want you to do is we want you to make a choice. Do you want to go before the firing squad, or do you want to go through those doors? What do y'all think he did?
Go to the fire squad.
He went to the firing squad. Why?
Because the 3 doors he didn't know what he was going to pick.
He didn't know what he was going to pick,
or they
yes.
could cheat and have them in all 3 doors, and either one he chose, he was still going to die.
All right, good solution. I like that. What else?
He didn't want to die a snitch.
He didn't want to die a snitch. So you know what he did? Just like what Jose said, he chose the firing squad and said, kill me. I don't want to go through those doors. So now when they killed him, you know what the secretary of the general said? She said, sir, why did he choose to go before the firing squad and not the doors? He said, nobody knew. He whispered in my ears and said, I'm scared for what's on the other side of those doors, so I'd rather die. You know what happens with a lot of people? They're afraid to take risk. They're afraid to go on the other side of the doors because they don't know what's waiting for them. Why are some people, in your opinion, afraid of success? Why are they afraid of success, huh?
They're scared of failing.
They're scared of failing? Chevy, do you have something you want to add?
They don't want to, what's that word? I don't know how to say it, like bashed or whatever. Like how lose endorsements and all that stuff.
Okay.
Like how Tiger Woods did when he cheated on his wife. He don't want to feel ridiculed, that's it.
Oh, don't want to feel ridiculed. So sometimes people are worried about what other people are going to think about them. Why do people worry about what people think about them in some cases?
Because they don't want to maybe look bad, or maybe they want to impress somebody else.
I can care less what they say, cause I don't really care what people think about me.
And what got you to that place where you don't care about what people think about you?
Cause like, it's not even worth it.
Okay.
Like, they talk about you.
Okay, good job. All right. So you let it run off your back. What are your thoughts, Carlos? Somebody told Brandon that they don't like you. How you going to handle that?
Cool.
Does it matter? So it really doesn't matter. So now let me ask you one question. Does it really matter what people think about you?
No.
They really don't, but it
All right, hold on. Watch this. Chef, you say it really doesn't, but it does at the same time, right? So now let's say, for the sake of argument, I say I agree with him. So now, Chevy, why would you say it really doesn't, but then in a part of me, it is important? What do you mean by that?
Because everybody wants positive reaction on what everybody think of them. Because being in that situation or scenario, they want everybody to think they the best. So.
Hey, you want to be a model, so.
Okay. So.
Here's your chance.
That's why.
Okay. All right. So now I'm gonna give you my reflection. The part of me that does not care about people think about me is the part of me knowing that I'm going to do the right thing. So your thoughts about me on that area, it doesn't really matter. Right? The part of me that cares, I care about my reputation, right? I care about how I treat people, so I wouldn't want people scandalizing my name if I know that I'm trying to treat people correctly, right? What did you want to say, Esther?
Like if somebody doesn't like you, and they're telling other people that you don't really know, you just like see them or whatever,
sure.
But you haven't really like talked to them or get to know them. And if they say bad things about you, they're not gonna want to like risk getting to know you because of what the other person told you.
I agree. Awesome. Good job. Now let me ask you a question. You want to confront someone. That person says something in reference to you in a large group. How would you confront them?
You punch them.
Oh yeah, you put your hands on.
Hold on, let me say
I mean,
you talk it out.
Once, first of all, you cool down.
You cool down. So you don't give them that look you gave me, huh?
Well, maybe you would, but then like.
Would you put the hair in your eye when you're doing it and everything? Okay.
Yeah, so like just wait until like you cool down if you're really mad. Then like let that person be alone and you're left alone. Like you're not gonna confront them with a crew behind you because that just makes you look like you know. And so like you just talk it out like normal people would.
So okay, come in for a second. You ready? I've offended you in this group, and I said something about your heritage or your culture. and you did not like it, okay? And I said something about your culture, but your culture affects other people that are in this room that are from Mexico as well. Now, I'm by myself. Everyone else is gone. What are you going to do?
That's your problem because you said it.
Yeah, but it offended you, and you didn't like it. So how are you going to confront me? So I'm sitting down, I'm minding my own business. I'm packing my stuff. I'm getting ready to go. What are you going to do? Give us an example.
Tell you it wasn't cool.
Okay, so how are you going to confront me?
It wasn't cool.
You going to just tell me, hey, it wasn't cool?
Yeah.
What wasn't cool? I don't know what you're talking
Way to
about.
do that.
About my heritage.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't ever say anything about your
Did you
heritage.
know what you said?
Well, you have to roll your eyes at me.
I don't know.
You're in the moment. Huh?
Maybe you could say like you're sorry and like say sorry to them.
Okay. All right, now, watch my approach, right? Are you ready? So now, you say something. Let's say you say something about them black people, and I don't like them. No, We're going to use that as an example. She was talking to a group of people. She said black people are slaves, and I was offended.
Word.
They were slaves, and I really don't like some black people. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to confront her, right? But now, I'm not going to confront anyone. Hi, how you doing? Okay, I can tell you don't want to shake my hand, but your name is? Esther. Pleasure to meet you. Earlier today, I happened to notice that you made a comment about black people that I was offended by. I heard you sharing this with someone else. However, I didn't want to have this conversation with you in front of other people because I didn't want you to feel intimidated by those that were with me at the time. So why would you make comments like that? And because I was really offended.
Well, I'm sorry if I said something.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you. All right, simple as that. So now she's very polite to say, I'm sorry for what I say, and I didn't mean it. So it doesn't have to exasperate and get any bigger than that, right? So y'all have a conversation. He said it about you earlier today, and you just see them two talking. What you gonna do? Stay in the moment. How you gonna deal with it? They talking to one another. They friends. They boys.
I heard this comment that came into my bed. I didn't like.
What you heard?
I don't know if it was your opinion or whatever, but that's what Twitter for. You can voice your opinion on Twitter, but don't do everybody around, you know, because people get mad. If I was just coming to be man, being real, you feel me?
Yeah.
Now, how would you respond back to him positively?
Be like, my bad, it won't happen. Only on Twitter.
Good job, guys. But at least he's being honest. You told him Twitter. He said it only happened on Twitter. Good job, man. I appreciate you all.
Quick question. Why Twitter?